Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Cancer, we're going to see how you've changed this week. Well, not just this week. This week we're going to see how you've changed. So we're going to look at you then, you now, the lesson that you haven't fully learned, and the lesson that you have fully learned. I swear now my nose is like suddenly itchy. I was fine all day, and now I'm in Cancer's reading. My nose is itchy. It's tickly. Okay. You know how I'm going to do it, Cancer? I'm going to use my Archangel deck, my Fairy deck, and the Wizard's Tarot. Oh my gosh, I might even sneeze. Maybe I won't. I'm going to start shuffling. I'm going to start shuffling, Cancer, and see what we have for you. All right, Cancer. It may not have seemed like a long time for you, but I had to sit here and wait. Got it all shuffled out. It was ready to go. And then the fine young man who comes to, actually he's probably about the same age as me or a little bit younger, still young at heart, came to do my grass. Cut the grass, blow the blower. Oh my God. So we just had to wait for the blower to end. It's all over. And bless his heart. I love him because he does the stuff that I don't want to do. I love him because of that. The garbage man, all those people. I love it. So your underline here, Cancer, you have, I love it too, actually. It's divine order. You know, it's all happening. It's all happening the way it should. It might not seem like it. There's hidden depths and mysteries you don't get. Don't even, the Nine of Swords, stop worrying about it. Don't even think about it. That's what that underline feels like to me. It's kind of funny how that came out. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Hidden depth. Something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret memory or at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. Look at the Nine of Swords. That's a bit of mishap. I don't know. So, you know, sometimes the universe does not explain things to us. Yeah, that's kind of what this looks like. Well, at least your underline does. Okay, interesting reading. Yes, I'm kind of getting back into it after a little hiatus here. In the past, then, there was something going on with it's a soulmate relationship, Cancer, because you have Archangel Camuel, and it literally is, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And then the first tarot card that comes out is the Lovers, which is like a soulmate card. It can be. It's divine connections, divine choices. It's, you know, all that stuff. Actually, the other thing I want to say before I get into what I'm seeing here, I pulled out more cards for you than I did for anyone else. In the area that you haven't fully learned, in the area that you have fully learned, you're only supposed to get one tarot card for each one. But you didn't. You got 3. I thought, what am I doing? And I thought, well, that's what I'm doing. That's what Cancer's meant to get. So yeah, you got more cards. Okay. In the past, something going on with a soul. Okay, something going on with a soulmate relationship here. You had the 4 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Yeah, you probably needed an angel to step in here because this is not working. I want to say, no, you weren't working. Something wasn't working here for you. You weren't seeing something. But what you weren't seeing was something within you. You were missing something here with the 4 of Cups. Like you weren't seeing something for what it was. And I don't know. This could have been something like completely casual in your life and you weren't picking up on it. But the thing that I find so curious is it's almost as if to say, like the Four of Cups, oh shit, they're not even looking. It's like your angels are saying, they're not even looking. They're not even looking. All right, well, we got to we got to do what we got to do. The Cancer is what that feels like. It's like, well, now you're being taken in another direction here, because it's as if your guides and your angels, the universe has determined that, all right, they're not seeing something that they need to see here. They're not seeing it because there's something they need to see inside themselves first. I like that. I like that a lot. But so the card you have here with the fairies is shine from within. Looks are only skin deep, but true beauty shines from within. And it is time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for really revealing your true beauty. Now that's interesting. I want to say there's something about this card. I do find her very sweet, very pretty, kind of put together. And we're talking about, right, like true beauty shines from within. Looks are only skin deep. I want to say that there's something about you that is on the outside attractive. And it might have been easy for you to lean into this maybe most of your life. And I don't mean either like there's something about you physically that, whether it's sort of like a confident air that you have about yourself, whether it is the physical properties of your body that are considered attractive in whatever culture you're living in, because I know you guys are watching from all over the world, and all the cultures have kind of like different tastes and fads. So, but there's something about that here where, no, you need to look inside here, because you're not picking up on something. There's a soul. I really honestly feel like there's like some type of a soulmate connection here that you didn't see, and the universe decided, we need to take you on a little trip here. Let's take you away from this, which is also now interesting, right? As I'm looking at that underline, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. There are hidden things that you will uncover. They might come into your memory. Oh my gosh. These two have the same wings. But it's like she's all grown up. Cute. She is. She's all grown up. And now, isn't that funny? Because yeah, there's some sort of maturity. I don't know how long ago this then is of you, but there's a maturity, and it's too, I want to say, even possibly maybe inner child wounds, because she looks like she is a little girl, but then honestly, they have the same wings. To me, it feels like it's the same person, but right, like progressed, all grown up. And something is hidden and about to come to light. It could be something inside you that you've been working on. And I haven't the foggiest, like what this soulmate, because of the cards, what this soulmate relationship was about. It could have been like somebody who wanted to be your mentor, or somebody who could have been, or would have been, or it could have been a romantic partnership, or it could have been a parent or something. This is not an abusive parent, or I don't know. Well, that one's confusing me, because I don't know, because the idea of talking about the inner child and then not seeing like it's almost like not seeing the value within yourself, because it's easy to lean on the value on the outside of you. You know, if that's making sense. And it could even be like that. It could have something to do with how, like, someone who is connected in your soul family may have even, like, you could have had maybe, this little girl too. She looks like, to me, everybody has their own opinions about this stuff. I don't really like it. I don't think that we should really use kids in any way to, I don't know, anyways, she looks like one of those little, what are they like, it's not a runway, it's like those, what the hell is it called? You know, it's the theme of that movie, Little Miss Sunshine. She's like a beauty pageant. Oh my God, a beauty pageant. And what are we talking about here? Like true beauty shines from within. So I want to say that there could be something about you, Cancer, that you were the pretty one, or you were the charming, boyish, good look one, or something like that, you know, like depending on your gender. And it could, like, it didn't cause you to develop deeper parts of yourself, because you could get, and I think it's quite, you know, it's kind of really a bountiful wealth to find someone who is both beautiful on the outside and beautiful on the inside. And it's just because everything, it's just, well, that's just, it's nice to look at. It's enjoying to be around. Where I want to say a lot of times we can come across people that are quite attractive on the outside, but there's not much going on on the inside. Or they could be a little bit snobby. You know, there's a lot of different, but I do feel it's a little more rare when we come across people that are quite attractive on the outside, but there's also like, there's a solid depth to the inside of that person. And it, you know, I'm not just talking out of my ass. Some of you might think I am, but I'm pretty sure that I've seen a couple of, studies that have been done sort of scientifically on this, and that attractive people do tend to have an easier road in life. And what that easier road is, well, you know, I want to say, like, there's always hardships in everybody's path, but something happened here, and I feel like you might have even, you know, the way that this is being discussed, you might have even like had opportunities around you. That it's interesting too, like with all the books and everything there, because like we're talking about an internal depth. So intelligence, like intellectual intelligence, emotional intelligence, empathy, like all of the things that we would kind of attach to, you know, discovering an interesting person. So you missed something here, or either thought or believed that you didn't have the depth to match it. And that, my friends, is where the universe comes in with the Six of Swords. Because the universe is saying, oh no, you do. And if you haven't been in the right environments for you to develop it and see it yourself, well then, get ready and buckle up, baby. That's where you're going. That's what I'm getting in that then, which is so interesting. Okay, so yeah, the depth. And then, okay, so perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. This could even be like, well, just discovering the depth of your own soul, you know, and maybe, yeah, the depths of your own soul. I want to say, but there's remembering something, and I don't know if it has to do with the Four of Cups. Like, it's all happening in the right order. It's all going on the way it needs to be. You showed the universe that clearly, I feel like, in the past. Well, and you know what? This Nine of Swords is interesting, right? Because the only thing there is you in your head. You in your own head. And that is one of the trickiest places to be. Because we'll lie to ourselves. We'll believe the lies that we tell ourselves. We're also our biggest confidant. So, you know, our deepest secrets are also kept with us. Do you see how that can, it's just like a soup of toxicity in our own heads. I always say, when the devil gets in your head, he's in the best place. He really is. He's in the strongest, unbreakable prison with you and him, her, whatever the devil is to you. Right? But, you know, the Nine of Swords could be a bit like that. It's like grappling with it. So it's gonna, from what I'm describing, honestly, it feels like to me that your then wasn't easy. Your past, this past energy that I'm picking up on, because whenever things happen in our lives and the events that happen to us cause us to go into like ourselves, and there's nothing else to look at but ourselves. And this can include every concept about us that we think is small, or anything we've been told about ourselves that we think is small. Like the ego has to be broken down, which is also a very delicate, it's like brain surgery. It just feels like brain surgery, because you have to have an ego or you wouldn't survive in the 3D here on earth. Something would eat you. You would give everything, you would give every resource you had to everything. You're like, your existence would like be over like that. You have to have some element of ego to have an identity, and also to understand who or what you stand for. Like I always say, anyone who is trying to please everyone all the time, you're not going to please anybody. Right? So there's also a sense of, well, what is it that you stand for, and who are you? There's a lot to think about. I know, isn't it like a lot coming out through those cards? But just the way I look at the combination and how that played out, that's what I'm picking up here for your then. And as you know, it looks nice. Like on the surface, if I was just reading this as a reader on the surface, oh wow, there's something that I found deep inside of me, and there's a soulmate connection here. I'm not quite picking it up. It went in the wrong direction. I don't know where it's going. Where's the universe taking me with this? No, there's something more here with that, for sure. Okay, now, where are you now? Well, now you're doing a life review. You're taking inventory of your life, and you're resolving to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Well, I like that. That seems like doing things in the right order. And what is it? Even the universe agreed with you. Oh, it's happening in the right order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Well, that's interesting. I feel like everything was not how it needed to be in the past. No, it's not. It can't be like this for it to work. So it naturally balances itself out. And it did. And the universe said, whoop, guess who we're taking? Come on, come into the sidecar. Come into the sidecar. No, come on. Get in. All right, take you somewhere. And you're going to review your life. But I want to say, I kind of feel like, well, you might be getting towards the end of that, because you have the celebration card that comes with the review, the life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Well, that sounds like fun. Oh, that's all right, what is the, okay, no, I know what this is. This is it. I was thinking out of my head and I resolved it and then started to talk, but I said what I was trying to resolve. The Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. There, right there. It's funny how the Eight of Swords is sitting in the middle, just like right the Four of Cups was. Like there's something you're not seeing here, but it's more something you don't see in yourself. It could have been a wonderful situation. It could have been a wish or a dream come true. But I want to say there was something possibly with these cards that you didn't think you were worthy of it. Or, yeah. Yeah. So this life review to celebrate, is there not what you would describe as, well, there's a lot of experience difference here between the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So this could be talking about yourself, like being sort of like the Page of Pentacles here. You're kind of learning some new things. No. What I'm going to say is I feel like you're becoming, or you've become the King of Pentacles, but you don't even see it. You may not even see it. And I get that, because with the life review and celebration, it's, you know, take a look at who you are. Take a look at the things that you've accomplished. Take a look at what you've worked through. And there may even be some sort of major, maybe there are even financial accomplishments, maybe something that you've accomplished at work or through your work, something in your community or in your home life. Like this is like a solid physical stable factor. And I want to say it's to stop right too, because this is the child. This is like the little girl, the little boy, and then this is the adult. Oh, and okay. And now the other thing to look at here too, still got these, I guess they all have, no, their wings are different. Some of them are quite pointy on the ends. Like these ones, these wings are all pointy. They're not the same wings. I feel like this is the same wing. And this is dancing. It's like, right, like it's dancing, possibly with other like-minded people or people that you have things in common with, and likely things in common that you never saw before. This life review, at this point, from what I'm looking at in this reading, is not, because the backstory here is like finding these hidden depths, and the Nine of Swords like being lost in your head, with it, you and the devil having a fun time in there. Well, mostly the devil probably in your head space. But this now, because you're getting to celebration, I think you just have to try to see who you are, or what you've accomplished. You're not the page anymore. But it's recognizing that. I do want to say this is crossing boundaries that you created artificially for yourself as well, that I think came up here in the past. You know, like if there's something there that seems like amazing, a dream or a wish come true, but then you don't seem to see it. Well, you stop seeing it, maybe. I don't know how that would happen. All right, so the lesson that is not fully learned. Interesting. You have peace and music. So peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Well, that's interesting too. I wonder if there's even some sort of dynamic here. Like, because there's two people in this card coming together and dancing. And then, but there's, I mean, for all intents and purposes, really, there's two people here. Like there's a page and there's a king. But the Eight of Swords, like, well, you can't cross that path. So, but why? Because if I were to look at those two, and the fact that they're both pentacles, it says to me either there's a status difference, there's something physically different here. There's maybe a socioeconomic, there's something that's different but honestly, so what's interesting is the only thing though that is real is love. So anything that we perceive that is a man-made wall or barrier isn't real. It's not real. It's not meant to be real. And if you think it is, well, then that's when you get shuffled off by spirit to do a life review. Music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Now that's interesting, because I'm being picked up rekindle memories. And over here, you have perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. You have the King of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles in that lesson not fully learned. Where there's the emotional context with the King of Cups and the Six of Wands. Oh, this gets you. Oh, this is the bridge. Now you, okay. It's like once you realize that the only thing that matters in situations in your life is love, and that the peace that comes in with love, then you have found like success here. This is the path, and I want to say, because the Knight of Pentacles will take a path, a long and steady path, built on a success of emotion, success of feelings. So it kind of feels like, too, you're doing a practical life review right now with the Pentacles. But what you're still working on here is coming to terms, honestly, just with love. And I want to say, too, that your journey starts. That's kind of what it, because, right? Okay, here it is. Here is all those emotions. Sometimes they're really big. Sometimes they're turbulent. Sometimes they come crashing into the shore. Sometimes the tide pulls out. Hey, you got it with the Six of Wands, right? So now it's like, okay, now we're taking the journey down whatever this path is for you that has to do with love. Could even be like, not even, maybe here too, like being worthy of love. Being worthy enough to be loved. That's interesting. Because there is some sort of form of like the universe pulling you aside here and saying, okay, you and us need to work together here on the concept of your self-worth. So, hello from heaven. This is the lesson that you have fully learned. Hello from heaven, and wish wisely. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Give me a second here with that. I need to clarify this. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their love. Maybe that's what it is. Like maybe it's the letting go of worries. Letting go of worries. You do have the Nine of Swords as the underlying. So have you mastered letting go of worries and feeling like blessings from heaven? Because even this, like, wish wisely, it looks like a fairy godmother to me, which, you know, it's kind of like almost angelic or ancestral. You could say that, right? And a godmother, kind of like an ancestral energy, helping you to make your dreams come true. All right, so what the tarot that comes out with this is the Eight of Cups, the High Priestess, and the King of Swords. So this is the lesson fully learned. This is kind of like an emotional release and giving it up to the universe. You know, the High Priestess could even kind of look like the fairy godmother, honestly, right? It's producing magic from the ethereal. And then the King of Swords. Clear and present thought, vision. Okay. Oh, sorry. I finally got it. Because you have the let go of your worries. You've got the Nine of Swords. It's minor arcana. It's all screwed up. It's like a mess. It's a mess of thinking. But so, right, you've mastered your mind. You've mastered your mind here. But in that, you became detached from your emotions. All right. it is kind of like showing up as a two-step process. Because if love is the only real thing, it's the only thing you really ever need to identify in life, like how you feel about things, how people make you feel, the feelings that you have. If that's the only thing that's real, we're also talking about like the mind would be associated with the ego. And that's the thing that needs to be kind of the fog removed, dismantled, the parts of it that are unhealthy taken away. And then the King of Swords is very clinical, very factual mind here. So it's as if your mind had to be broken down. So in a way, your own belief system about yourself and the things that, you know, you deserve or could attain in life. And then once your mind became crystal clear, uninfluenced, now we're looking at this like finding like love, the emotions, the deep emotions, and the rewards in this with the Six of Wands, the benefit of this. And then, okay, and it's going to be applied in this practical way that you are currently reviewing your life in. So now we need to clarify. Yeah, this deck felt, yeah, neglected in the last reading. Oh my gosh, the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. It could be like maybe you've always settled for like partnerships that were not even worthy of like who you were. All right, beloved one, shine from within. I kind of like just saying that. Beloved one, shine from within. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. I told you, painful. The Ten of Swords and the Two of Cups. Gosh, some of you, this could have been a relationship ended. I don't know if it was you ended it or the other person ended it, right, like this makes no sense. If this is you, if it's like, why? Like, why? Well, because you need to shine from within. So when you say that, like, it's funny, right? Because when this comes in and says, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship, we're going to end that one. We're going to end it. Okay. Is that helping? Well, if it's not part of the master plan for your soul's journey, I guess it is, no? And then you get the love. Oh. Yes, because the Two of Cups, this came up in someone else's reading. Yeah, because the Two of Cups is minor arcana, but the Lovers is a major arcana, and that's why we call it like it's divinely guided. It's your choices given to you through divine. But the Two of Cups can be like two people that, you know, oh, I feel the same way. I feel the same way about you. Like, you know, it could be friendship. But no, do you see that? I kind of feel like you're in the past, however long ago that was or recently, that some sort of relationship ended for you. And this is actually the universe helping you out. And this could have even been a relationship where on the surface, it looked like you had a lot in common. On the surface, it looked like a good match. But deep down, no. Because that's where the real beauty lies, is deep down. And what's deep down but love? So then, yeah, you go to the Lovers. It landed on the Six of Swords. The Fool. Well, for one thing, it's probably like something you've not experienced before, with the Fool being kind of Aquarian and new and fresh. So a fresh new start. But the Four of Cups. Jeez. Three of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords, the Chariot. The Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Sun. Oh, yeah. All right, there's that Six of Swords taking us to the Sun to fulfill something. Okay, something happened here where a relationship ended, and they're showing up both in the past. So I don't know if it's sort of like around the same time that a new one comes in. And that could also just be kind of like, I don't want to say bad timing, because it says that everything is just the way it needs to be right now. Well, right now, maybe it wasn't. It wasn't the way for something to unfold, because this feels complicated. There feels like there could be more than one person involved here with the Three of Pentacles, with the Queen of Swords is cutting that out and trying to move forward. But then the Three of Pentacles is, well, now I need another new plan, because that, you know, things are changing all the time. How am I going to do that? I want to create some sort of fulfillment here, emotional fulfillment between two people. Well, the universe sends, all right then. Well, if that's the case, we've got some work to do here to get this to fulfillment. The Six of Swords. Oh, the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. I'm going to show you love. That's like the high priest, like, right, the universe taking you here. Love, finding love. It's almost like inside you, though. I mean, that's what it really feels like. Finding love inside you. So now, here we are, you now, very practical. Doing a life review. Okay, let's look at the life review. Resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. A life review. And resolve that you're going to change and heal. Oh, anything that's unbalanced. I love it, the Star. There you go. That is really healing stuff here. And then celebrate. Celebration. Ooh, the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. It's protecting something too. This is worth protecting yourself for. Worth protecting once you attain it. I don't know, maybe some of you are going to achieve something. Like, it's funny, right? Because right now you've got all this practical pentacle energy. But it is kind of like even building yourself up in the physical. I kind of want to say to reflect the depth of who you are internally. So the Page of Pentacles. The Six of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. I succeeded on that. I don't know. It's almost like a small win in some area of life. And even like mastering some sort of, you know, it's the Eight of Pentacles didn't come out, but it feels like you learn something here and you feel like, wow, look at me, look what I did. But with this and then the Eight of Swords, not moving now. Okay, well, that's successful. I don't want to lose that feeling, maybe. I don't want to push myself beyond that boundary. The Eight of Swords. The Tower and the Strength card. All right, let me see. The King of Pentacles. Give me a minute. The King of Pentacles. It's almost like trying to hold everything together. The Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Somebody is waiting for you. Right? There's that page. I've succeeded. Look what I did. But they're not, like, it's not moving anymore. And then in the Eight of Swords, with the Tower and the Strength card, it just feels like doing everything in your power to stop something from collapsing. But then on the other side of that, it's literally like somebody waiting for you, because it's like looking at the page. This King of Pentacles is like exhaustively looking at the page. It's like waiting for you to figure something out, maybe, to take some sort of step forward. I don't know. It's where you are right now. And it's different. It's unusual. If it's not like somebody waiting for you, and I mean, it just looks like that with the artwork, it honestly is almost like there's something here. Why is the Strength card here? It is, I mean, it could be about courage, right? Like the Strength card, the courage, the Devil. Yeah, that takes courage. What is this? It takes courage to break something down. What needs to be broken down here? What, this tower? A tower needs to fall, but it's being held together. Temperance, time. All right, there you go. I mean, so I'm looking at this thinking, is there something you should be doing? You can't with Temperance. So something has to naturally fall away here. I want to say whoever this is on the other side, they're older than you. This person likely has more experience, maybe more wealth, or more status. But they're waiting for you. Why? I don't want to say why, because peace comes from remembering. And peace too is, you know, getting rid of the Nine of Swords, like not overthinking that only love is real. Peace and music. The Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, it's when something is broken down, but it's not something that you can deal with. I don't know, it could be, I mean, it could be a toxic relationship. There's so many different things this could be with the Strength card and the Devil. It's all, like, it's totally in the universe's hands with all this major arcana. And to ask, like, what does it take to break this tower down is patience and time. There's nothing that you can really do about that. But there will be some sort of change here. So the lesson that you are still working on learning here is connected. So, okay, it is connected to something that holds you back or holds back a future for you, possibly with someone else, or at least like you attaining more wealth or status. I know it's funny to talk about that, right? And we're talking about love because you shouldn't really connect those two. But I do want to say, when you self-value yourself, it does become a little more easier to produce value. The King of Cups. The Two of Wands. The Six of Wands. You definitely have a lesson of love, about love, that you're about to be taking a journey on. Justice with the Six of Wands. So that's interesting because this, right, like it's like the Justice card, holding the scales of justice. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. I don't know, maybe there's literally like some sort of legal justice that you just have to wait. The Knight of Pentacles. Judgment, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. I really honestly feel like that when it comes time to master this lesson that is about love, that it is the completion of this life review, or at least how you've been reviewing your life. Because it's kind of like seeing things really clearly here. Really seeing things clearly. And that's how you kind of have a second start at life. With Judgment. Hello from heaven. And wish wisely. The Eight of Pentacles. That's a weird card to pull out for that. I'm really, like, there's something about that one. I don't know if there's like a hidden message in that. And like you guys are picking it up because you understand it personally. But I mean, I'm just going to go with it. The Eight of Pentacles too is mastery. It is mastering something. I do want to say that I feel like you guys very easily and readily can communicate with your ancestors that have passed on. You work with them. The Eight of Cups. The Two of Swords. Well, it's kind of like when you're not sure what to do, walking away is a good choice. Or it is a choice. I don't know if it's a good choice, but it is a choice. I'm just saying a good choice because it's showing up as something that you fully learned. The High Priestess. I'm running out of cards. A lot of cards have come out. The Three of Swords. Oh, you've mastered heartache. There you go. You've mastered heartache. And this could even be something that you're working through like as an ancestral wound with Hello from Heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. So if you've mastered heartache, so what you haven't fully mastered is perhaps even like a healed heart with the King of Wands and the King of Cups and the Six of Wands. The King of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles. All right. You've definitely mastered like something in the 3D here. And I think you've done it better than you believe you have. The Five of Cups and the Death card. Well, that's the end of being disappointed. That's it. No more disappointment, Cancer. Just like that. That's over. It's a rebirth. It is a rebirth after, major disappointments. Both of those are Scorpio too, which is really interesting. Sex, death, taxes, other people's money, stuff with Scorpio. Cancer. I'm going to go do the extended. I feel like this reading, the more I dug into it, the more I didn't know. So it's funny, isn't it? And maybe that even is self-reflective of, looking within ourselves. The more you dig in, the more you realize you didn't know. So what I'm going to do in the extended, we're going to look at you in transformation. So look at you as you are transforming. And then we're going to look at future you. So there you go. Thank you so much, Cancer. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.